Up next, the Thunder taking on the Wizards. For Oklahoma City, there's no easy opponent. Sitting fourth in the West. A great chance to win each and every time they play. Wizards, Thunder on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Williams is out there with ball. Then there's Towns. Then it's Jones. And it's Butler in at the power forward. And for the Wizards, they've got Andrew Nembhard. Banchero is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Siakam in at the 3.
Here we go.
I think we can officially say at GA the playoffs are looming in the not-too-distant future.
Yeah, and for most teams out there, there's still plenty of work to do. It's not just about qualifying for the postseason. It's about getting a good seed as well. Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Pass to Butler. Butler sets a screen for Ball. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Now here's Butler. Moves back up. Banchero grabs the board.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Thunder have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Towns, the pass to ball. And Capella sends it back.
Well, cold start, right? You've taken 4 shots, you've not made one of them.
Siakam, good.
This is what makes Siakam special, right? The big man that can put it on the deck and get past you. What a pretty dribble drive.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Wizards. Jones looking for an opening. There's Ball with the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point shot was a little bit of a mystery, but boy, we can put that to rest. This young man can shoot it.
Down low, here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Ball. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
There is such a length that comes with LaMelo Ball. This guy's ability to finish in the paint is really admirable.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Jones against Siakam. Back to Banchero. Shot clock at 5. Inside and stolen by Butler.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Ball's got 7.
This is how you finish in transition. LaMelo Ball being rewarded for the hustle.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Now, here's Banchero. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Clock is at 3. Siakam's shot is off.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Williams against Powell. Williams kicks to Jones. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Butler, a screen on Nembhard. Ball from long range. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Lob pass to Capella. Towns with the steal. Outside, Ball. Butler, a screen on Capella. There's Ball with the 3. Again, Ball missing. The Wizards with the lead. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. We talked about the mindset needed when squaring off against Jimmy Butler, and Coach said Jimmy is a firecracker. You don't want to set him off or he could explode in your face. I told our guys just to focus on the game and not get any extra motivation out there. We'll see if they prevent Butler from popping off. Kevin?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Really left alone that time.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Banchero passes to Capella. It's Nembhard on the wing. And again, Washington with the triple.
Nembhard from distance. My goodness, let him go.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Oklahoma City. 4-point game. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Guys, LaMelo Ball is one of the most popular players with the younger generation, and I think it's the flair and the style and the freedom he brings to the game of basketball.
The shot by Powell, no good. Thunder trailing by 3. Butler at the elbow. Got it. Good job in the low post.
An absolute menace in transition. Jimmy Butler puts it home.
Butler against Banchero. To the paint. Here's Capella. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Washington.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. So when we talk about value players, Doris, Derek Jones comes to mind.
Oh, Kevin, there is absolutely no doubt he deserves to be in this category. This guy combines great athleticism with an ability to knock down shots because he's worked at it. And defensively, we know he's going to make things tough on his opponent.
Here's Nembhard. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Banchero, a screen on Williams. DiVincenzo kicks to Banchero. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Thunder have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Ball from long range. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it. A guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Now here's Williams. Still yet to score. Jones. Rejected by Banchero. Siakam outside. Banchero, a screen on Butler. Siakam up top, defended by Butler. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. For the Thunder, Achua, he's checked in for Butler. Kenrich Williams comes in for Derek Jones. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Williams. Here's Towns. Hasn't made one yet. Pass the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Hits the front of the rim and out.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Throw good, Siakam. And it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league. Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems, and he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good. Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Ball with a wide-open look. Williams passes to Achua. Back to Williams. Fires for 3. Washington with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Here's Ball. Following the bucket by the Wizards. Towns for 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Banchero, a screen on Towns. And Nembhard has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Nembhard's got 6.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ball from long range. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The shot's good. 15 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Alexander Walker finds Towns. Towns sets the pick for Williams. Pass to Achua. Looking to end the run, and Towns finishes inside.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
Nemhard with it. He has 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. LaMelo Ball picks one up. And during his brief career, Andrew Nemhard has shown he has a sense of the moment.
Kevin, there are certain guys who want to hide in the corner if the game is on the line. Not Andrew Nemhard. He is fearless in late-game situations. He's hit multiple big-time shots already. He's got a little bit of that it factor.
First free throw is good.
Well, we can talk about the basketball skill of Andrew Nemhard, and what you love is he is a guy that can lead your team as a point guard. He can get off the ball and play without it, but he's also got competitive toughness every single night.
And Washington making a change here. Powell's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Keita's checked in. And both free throws good for Nemhard. Thunder trailing by 12. Ball feeling it out a bit. Looking to get back on track here, and it's good on the way in. Ball's got 10 points.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Kevin?
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. And the first one at the line is good.
DiVincenzo has proven to be a guy, off the bench or as a starter, he will make an impact.
For the Wizards, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Banchero. Trendon Watford comes in for Norman Powell. And Smart subbed in for Andrew Nemhard. He's perfect from the line this time. Thunder trailing by 12. Now here's Ball. 10 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Now, you love how LaMelo uses the contact to get to the line. This guy's IQ on the offensive end is something else.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
The first free throw is good.
LaMelo, one of those guys at the top of the list in terms of excitement. This guy is capable of the spectacular.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Washington with it. 10-point lead. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Keita. Pass to Achua. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Washington leading now by 10 to the inside.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Outside Ball. Pass to Alexander Walker. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And so it's the Washington Wizards, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Derek Jones. Towns is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Williams at the two-guard spot. Now, here's Banchero. Just 4 to shoot. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for LaMelo Ball.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
I'll tell you this, if a guy can catch and shoot in this league, Norman Powell, one of the best at it. He is so capable.
Towns, a screen on Smart. Pass to Towns. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Now here's Powell. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Thunder trailing by 10. Outside Butler. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Towns for 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson. 12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D.
And the shot goes in. Banchero's got 6 here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Butler kicks to Towns. No good on the triple.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Butler against Powell. This one for 3. Towns with the steal. It's deflected.
I'll tell you, don't forget about Marcus Smart's vertical. Twice on the pipes, rejects that shot.
Capella finds Powell. Banchero is screened for Powell. 6 to shoot. Banchero outside. Over Butler. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Mr. Springy athlete, Dante DiVincenzo's got some hops.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
So for the Wizards, Pascal Siakam comes in for Marcus Smart. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Williams scanning the floor. Back to Alexander Walker. Out left to the wing. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Paolo Banchero.
A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging about 23 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists.
And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
And he knocks down the first one.
What you love about Jimmy Butler is leadership is hard. There's times where you've got to say tough things to your teammates. You need guys like Butler who will do it.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Banchero outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Towns. Back to Alexander Walker. Towns, a screen on Nembhard. Outside, Towns. Free ball. Towns has got 12 now in this quarter.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Capella with a screen on Butler. To the middle. And Capella with the basket on the assist from Banchero. Banchero's got 3 assists now in this one. Thunder trailing by 7. Butler passes to Towns. Shoots over Capella. That's short off the rim. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for Washington. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, that score made possible because of a good read by Jalen Williams. This guy gets better and better as a defender.
Banchero against Butler. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Ball's checked in for Jalen Williams. Here's Nembhard. 8 points for him. Capella sets a screen for Siakam. Pocket 6. Over Jones. Shots good by Siakam. Siakam's got 9. Thunder trailing by 7. Hard against Ball. 6 on the shot clock.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And the dunk by Capella.
And such an advantage when you have a big guy like Capella who can change ends like a guard.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Washington, they're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that.
And when I look at Washington, they're headed for the play-in tournament as it stands now. But they've got time to make a move. Maybe they can kick things into gear before the end of the season.
Ball against Nembhard. The 3. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 15.
Yeah, I'll tell you, from the moment he entered this league, LaMelo Ball has been a high-volume three-point shooter.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
A moment now to see the numbers for Capella. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. Nembhard with the pass to Banchero. With a screen on Butler. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And the turnovers are what stand out. I know they're leading, but it's got to catch up to them if they keep wasting possession.
So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Nets. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Back to you guys.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Jones with the jam.
That's a great feed by Cat. Those assist numbers have improved big time over the years.
Pass to Banchero. Capella with a screen on Butler. Banchero dishes to Capella. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 23 points.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, this guy has been on a mission. Karl Anthony Towns will not be denied on the offensive end of the floor.
Siakam passes to Banchero. To the paint. Here's Capella. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve. But he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Powell. And then for Oklahoma City, Achua. He's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Kenrich Williams comes in for Jones. And it's Williams in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Siakam, good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin, and the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
The free throw drops for Towns. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
And the free throw, no good.
I think what's probably surprised me the most about Pascal Siakam is how prepared he is to be the primary scorer for an excellent team in the NBA. This guy has shown hesitation.
Siakam outside. Banchero, a screen on Towns. Siakam lays it up off the glass. Siakam's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
On the wing, Williams. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. And it's good for 2. Williams has got 5.
We see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
Banchero with the screen. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 7.
How dangerous. A threat from deep is Dante DiVincenzo. Hand up, I don't care where he is beyond the arc.
Achua kicks to Williams. Pass to Williams. Outside, ball. Launches a 3. No good on that one. Washington leading now by 6. And Siakam shoots over Achua. Siakam's shot is off.
Oh, he will kick himself for that one. That was a tremendous opportunity.
Towns dishes the ball. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Towns. And here is Achua. Offline with his 3. Siakam against Williams. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Banchero outside. Here's Tyson. Nembhard for 3. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. Here's Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line. One of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Nick Richards, he's checked in for the Wizards. Then for the Thunder, Kate is checked in, and it's Derek Jones in for Achua. Here's Tyson. He has yet to score. Back to Nembhard. To the inside. Here's Richards. It's deflected. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside, Jones. Ball against DiVincenzo. From about 16, ball no good. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Wizards out front, up 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic, being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards right now.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those starters are going to have the fresh legs for the second half.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with second half action for you, thus far a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Banchero up there with Clint Capella. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then there's Powell. And it's Siakam in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now here's Butler. Over Siakam. Butler, no good. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. At the top of the key, Nembhard. Pass to Banchero. Drains it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 26 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Kicks it out to Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Wizards leading by 4. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Puts the move on, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
The first one falls.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
Both free throws, good from Banchero.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Outside Williams. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a 3.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
And the dunk by Capella.
That's about selfless basketball right there. Find a teammate with a better shot. Nicely done, Paolo.
Thunder trailing by 5. Outside Williams. Back to Ball. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Outside, Ball. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Ball's got 24 points.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Banchero's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Here's Ball. The kick out to Towns. Williams passes the ball. Offensive rebound. Towns. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella's in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. The Wizards 5th.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
It's into the 3rd quarter of play. Over in the corner, Banchero. Capella sets a screen for Banchero. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Towns.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Banchero, a screen on Ball. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Banchero's got 9 points here in the second half. Outside Williams. Pass to Towns. The Thunder with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Powell outside. Now, here's Banchero. Capella sets a screen for Banchero. Hands it from downtown. And now a 9-point Wizards lead.
You can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You take a look at the Thunder. Advantage in 1 series.
And, you know, for the Thunder,
They're in good position, firmly in the playoff picture. They don't have to worry about the play-in scenario at this point, and that's how they want to keep it.
And so here is Oklahoma City. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Jones. Inside. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Jones. And that's now 28 points for Karl Anthony Towns. The Wizards have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Down low. Here's and finished off by Banchero.
and this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him. And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Washington on D. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Ball against Nembhard. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Ball.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight almost impossible.
Pass to Capella. Towns with the steal. Three-pointer. And Ball slams it in.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Brendan Watford's checked in for Ben Carroll. Siakam up top. Wizards passing it around. Powell kicks to Siakam. Back to Powell. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Towns.
Hustle from Towns right there, boy, engaged defensively.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Watford finds Powell, and the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Wizards making a switch here. Smart's checked in. On defense, the Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Screen by Watford. Shot clock at 5. Siakam passes to Nembhard. And again, Washington no good. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Ball kicks to Butler. Towns for 3. Good. And it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 6th assist on the night. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Washington Wizards. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Nembhard against Towns. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, out of the pick and roll, Nembhard's first instinct is pass.
And the dunk by Towns.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Screen by Watford. Butler against Siakam. Lets it fly. They get the rebound. Here's Capella, and the rejection by Towns. Screen by Watford. And finished off by Siakam.
You have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
Outside, Jones. Outside, Butler. Puts up a 3, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And checking out the stats for Siakam, tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games, averaging about 23 points per, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Achua, he's checked in for Butler. Williams comes in for Derek Jones. And Nikhil Alexander-Walker in for Williams. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And he's so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. And the Wizards with possession. They lead by 4. It's stolen. Alexander Walker on the wing. Guarded by Smart. Washington's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Pass to Tyson. Ben Carroll left side. Rebound by Williams.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Outside, Ball. Outside, Williams. Drops in the layup for 2. Williams has got his first points of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
He's Guarded by Williams. Here's Richards, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
That's good from Richards. That one misses. Thunder trailing by 3. Pass to Simpson. And here is Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Achua, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Kicks it out to Banchero. Wizards passing it around. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Smart. And again, Washington, no good. Williams looking around. Here's Simpson. The kick out to Williams. To the wing right side. Here's Achua. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Washington leading now by 3. Got a piece up. And stolen by Achua. Queta, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Queta. He's covered by Banchero. Here's Simpson. Still scoreless. And the shot goes in.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Pass to Richards. Banchero outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Stolen by Smart. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. And slam dunk by Smart.
Well, that's about anticipation. Marcus Smart jumps out, gets into the speed and transition game, and leaves no doubt.
Defended by DiVincenzo. The dunk by Achua.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Banchero outside. No good from outside. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Well, such an explosive athlete. Achua off his feet in a hurry.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Guarded closer. And yes, it's good.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
There's a screen by Achua.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Wizards lead by 1. We're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Wizards with the lead. Taking a look at the Thunder. We've got Butler. Derek Jones is out there with Jalen Williams. Then it's Kenrich Williams. And it's Queta in at the center position. Here's Banchero. It's good. Banchero's got 39.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Pass to Butler. Butler on the attack.
and 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Banchero, a screen on Williams. And finished off by Banchero.
Well, you watch Paolo Banchero and the offensive arsenal. This guy is just built to score the ball.
Pass to Williams. Back to Williams. And here is Williams. Jacks up a three. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Powell outside. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Shot clock gets it. Beyond the arc. Nice D from Williams.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Outside, Jones. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Washington leading now by 3. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. To the inside. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And because of his versatility, Banchero gives you so many options in that pick and roll.
Williams against Nembhard. Outside Williams. It's blocked. Jones against Banchero. Banchero, a screen on Williams. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, you love to see Banchero get off his feet in a hurry and finish with authority.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Nembhard. There's the lob to Banchero. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
It's Williams with the drive. It's stolen by Capella. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. A three-pointer is right on target.
It just seems that every pass they make to a score, just great ball movement.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Down by 12. Pass to Williams. They need this one, and he's good on the three ball.
There's that competitive streak. Jalen Williams answering from distance.
Banchero, a screen on Williams, and stolen by Butler. And here's Jones, guarded by Smart. Back to Butler. Powell against Williams. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Nembhard. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Williams. Banchero looking around. Shoots the three. Again with the triple.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Williams passes to Queta, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
You see the awareness of Jalen Williams. This guy understands somebody else had a better look.
Capella with a screen on Butler. And Nembhard has it in the corner. There's 3 pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Williams dishes to Jones. Back to Williams. Here's Butler. Rebound, Washington. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Banchero with screen for Nembhard. Banchero outside. Capella sets a screen for Banchero. Over Butler. Second chance shot, and it's denied. The kick out to Williams. Connects from 3-point range. Now just a 5-point Washington lead.
Oh, crafty pass by Butler, moving it outside to an open shooter.
Now Nembhard. Fires the three. And Jones pulls it down.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Jones sets the pick for Butler. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Takeda. Back to Williams. Over Smart. Williams' shot is off. Washington leading now by 5. The three from Banchero. Oklahoma City has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Powell for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Takeda's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Williams. Now Jones. The kick out to Williams. Butler from outside. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Now, Banchero left side. Stolen by Nembhard. To the middle. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And they're pushing it up. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Williams. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Count it. Good.
What confidence by Jalen Williams, just ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, saying, I'm going to get this off before you can do anything about it.
Now, here's Banchero. Can they get it? The Thunder pull it in. Butler with the ball and guarded by Capella. Jalen Williams, and there's the 3.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Siakam is checked in for Washington. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Kenrich Williams. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. He told his players he expects more from them at the line, saying, quote, keep drawing fouls, keep getting to the stripe. But when you do, you got to make it count. Not looking to get back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now, here's Banchero. Capella with a screen on Butler. Now, Capella. Book it.
And what an important possession. Capella's been in that situation many times before, and he knows the drill.
Here's Ball.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Powell outside. Banchero is screened for Powell. Now Capella. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Oklahoma City's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Butler. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 3. And it misses.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Now Banchero. Now Siakam. Jumper is off. Jones outside. Ball fired. Banchero with the ball. Jones covering. Powell outside. Capella with a screen on Butler. It's Capella. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Butler. Shot from 16. Siakam with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Capella with a screen on Jones. To tie it up. Not that time. It won't go. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
No calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Well, you need the 3 here, a quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot, one fluid motion, a very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
So close games. He's Oklahoma City taking this. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Jimmy, a hard-fought win. Talk about the mentality of this team.
Never giving up on any play, man, and playing through the end. That's who we are, man. I'll take this one. I like this win.
We'll take it. Thanks, Jimmy.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.